This material is the product. It's slightly yellow in color. It hasn't been distilled yet. It went on the rotovap, pulled off the bulk ether at about 100 millibar, 80, a little bit lower, keeping the temperature under 10 degrees. So that seemed to strip off most of the bulk solvent. Now we're going to take that here, transfer it to this flask. Actually, let's Alright, so here we have everything transferred with our stir bar in it. It's a little under half, maybe a little over a third the way full. Alright, we got everything ready to go for the distillation. Recirculator is going at about 3 degrees. Thermometer is hooked in, everything is greased. This is just going to start off around 70 degrees, and then I'm going to turn the heat up to 90 to drive off anything else. It's just ether, so it probably should come off at 70, but we'll go ahead and get this set up. Rest here till I can pop ice if I need to. And I'm going to slowly bring this up. Just move that just a little bit. And as I bring it up, I'm going to turn on stirring. I turn it off so I didn't get a stir bar jumping around. Let's see how that works. It's a little bit off center, so it might act a little bit wonky. Let's see. Alright, and just a couple minutes in at 70 degrees, we got a few drops coming off the end. So this little ICA ETS4 fuzzy is giving me an error message right now. It says error 7. I don't know if you can see that. I've cut it off and back on. I get, let's see. So it's not giving me a readout on temperature. I got a, as you can see, a manual thermometer. And my temperature's right around 80. I guess it's dropping some. That's fine. It's held a little above 80. I guess it's just slowly dropping down from 90. I'm still distilling off my ether. It's not like it's a runaway heating cycle or anything, so we're all right here. Between steps, it calls to cool this down to room temperature, this flask here, and that'll give me an opportunity to look at these errors and see what's going wrong before I do the vacuum step. Alright, after my other heating mantle with a thermocouple went down, I think the wiring in the ICA was bad. I have this set up just with the digital thermometer. It needs to be between 90 and 105 degrees based on the paper I was looking at. It's at 99. It's been fluctuating between 96 and 98. I got a table made up. I like to make these for distillations, keep track of what my set temperature or my observed temperature in the bath is, and then what I'm seeing on the still head for each fraction. Helps me identify what else might be coming off with it. Right now it's at 99, so I'll need to make a little note here. But I've taken off the bulk ether. Alright, so right now everything's set up. I have my first receiving flask in the water. I guess I'll go ahead and mark it just so I can keep my sequence right in case there's any confusion later. Here's my material. I'm going to go ahead and drop the 26 millibar, albeit slowly. Let's see. And there should be some bumping here. Alright, see some bubbles forming. Alright, so now we've carefully reduced the pressure. It's set at 28 millibar, so it's fluctuating right around there. And now we're just resuming heating. You can see as I slowly bring up the oil bath, it's starting to boil a little bit more. A few more bubbles coming here, so we'll just slowly do a little turn, Should boil off at 54 degrees. We'll wait till we start to see the pressure come up, or the temperature. Alright, here we are. The set point on the pressure is 28 millibar, which is right in the range I'd like. The temperature of the bath dropped a little bit, almost 20 degrees when I put the vessel of the crude in. Just seemed to cool a little bit, but it's alright. After I changed the first fraction as it was approaching the reported boiling point of 54 degrees. Right when it hit around 54, I changed it. It's been holding between 54 to 59 for the last couple minutes, steadily distilling over. Looks like there's a bit of liquid left in the pot. So currently everything looks good. Alright, so the temperature made it up to about 60 degrees and held there for a while. The rate of the drops has died down, the temperature is going down, it's just dipped down a bit more, pressure is holding, so I'm going to go ahead and swap this last fraction over. Let's see, I think we can just do it this way. Kind of a long collecting flask here. Alright, let's see. There we go. So let's get it in a way that we can hold it. I'll just get a little pressure on it so it can hold this back one from sliding forward. And it looks like the drops are going where I want them to.